work. They, of course, go into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. And they go to work here, 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
On the give, it's 2. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with 2. A short gain down to the 7.
The tackle made by Tyron Hopper. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 7-yard
2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball. And
it is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. Rashawn Gary. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Now they'll set up to throw. Open right side. That's Strange, the tight end. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. Handoff, it's 2, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Right back to Newton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a 3rd and 2.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Packers' 2-yard line.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big tight end. Right in straight. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. Of course, coming to this one, the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On the ground, here's Newton. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go! 70 Lions!
Trying to punch it in with Newton. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
That one, take it in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They, of course, coming to this one, the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. And they go to work here, 1st and 10. Now, he'll air one out, and this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Escaping to his left. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Moving to his right. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws.
Jags offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is tight end Strange. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
They'll run. It's Tootin. And he'll get forward for Purple. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
At the 39-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Find his tight end, it's Strange. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Run over center now with Tootin, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Howes. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22. Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. This drive begins with a run by Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 31, here is 2nd and 9. Set up the screen here for Chutin. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. 3rd and long. That is caught by Washington. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
13 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Now, faking the give. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Back to the air one more time. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with...
Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. On the run to the right. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Jaguars.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's got another one. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. throw here to begin the drive. Out to his right. That's taken in by Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go, set. Rock roll leading.
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's caught. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught inside of the end zone. Right in straight. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2...
Jags offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Throwing now from the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Hunter. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brent Alcantara. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately.
The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Back to throw. Contact incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Up the middle. Here is Chilton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On first down, they'll go back to Chilton. And he will score again. Facial Chilton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Third and 11. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And the Jaguars have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So the impossible dream has come true. 17 regular season games without a loss. 2 more in the playoffs. And now, Greg, win number 20 on the year here in the Super Bowl to cap off an immaculate season.
And I think at this point, even the guys down there in Miami have no choice but to tip their cap. I mean, think about what this team was able to accomplish, Mike. To go an entire NFL season long without one off week. One single misstep all season long. I'm not sure if we can plan on seeing another perfect season ever again, so to be here and witness history, all we can do is enjoy it.
Commissioner Roger Goodell handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are your Super Bowl 61 champions.